This Charleston White and DaBaby drama is getting really serious and is escalating really fast. If something isn't done soon, I can see somebody getting hurt from this. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is gonna be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is gonna be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicted weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. Charleston White is really upset at DaBaby and, in my opinion, a little too committed over this situation. After DaBaby went viral for ignoring a man or walking away from a man who was offering DaBaby a painting of DaBaby's daughter.
Hey,
the editing of the clip really helped make people feel sorry for this dude. Zooming in slowly on his face as the sad music is playing and he's looking around kind of feeling embarrassed. DaBaby just kind of walked off on him. Made people feel really bad for this guy and made him feel really upset at DaBaby for ignoring this dude and having an ego according to people. Now, this dude is an artist who goes around gifting famous people sentimental paintings. This is his thing. This is his content. This is how he gets his views. DaBaby then made a video to offer up an explanation as to why he did what he did. Now, I don't think he needed an explanation, but, nonetheless, he tried to give one. But the explanation left a lot of people, including Charleston White, very unsatisfied and even more angry. Now, I understand what he was saying. He essentially spoke on how he wants to protect his kids, protect his children, and he didn't feel right about a grown man having any pictures of his daughters. I believe the pictures that the grown men have were pictures kind of like from live streams or screenshots.
And another thing too, man, because y'all starting to get on my nerves. Talking about Buddy with this painting of my two of my daughters. That he presented to me outside of a nightclub or whatever. First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into, like, grown-ass men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. If you play like that, to each his own. You see what I'm saying? Like, more power to you. Send that nigga a picture of your daughters, let that nigga paint them, and then show him some appreciation. Number two, I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of a nightclub. Number three, you see what I'm saying? You feel a way about, the principles I stand on with my kids and how far I go to protect them. That ain't none of my concern. Be more grateful to it. Let's go.
One person who had a major problem with this is Charleston White. Now, the rumors going around that the dude who was offering up the painting to DaBaby was actually one of Charleston White's cousins, which is why Charleston White is taking this so personally. Now, Charleston White's response started off kind of pretty measured, I guess okay in the grand scheme of things. But as each video goes by, Charleston White gets progressively worse until he gets to a point where nobody can defend what Charleston White is saying, and he officially did a little too much, that I believe is going to require some type of retaliation, because you don't talk about people's kids like this.
shout out to B White Creations. And I just want to say, I never really liked DaBaby. I just never really liked DaBaby. I ain't really into his music. I remember he was coming through Fort Worth. And the reason I ain't never liked DaBaby, because I first seen him in Austin, Texas, walking around naked with a pamper on as a grown man. So I don't like a grown man with the name DaBaby, no way. But the guy who drew the picture for him is my second cousin. His name is B White. He runs an art studio called B White Creations. Very reputable guy. Every celebrity, and I mean every celebrity who have come through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, B White Creations have drawn a picture for. He's very popular. He's drawn pictures for everybody. He don't ask for no money. He does this, and he's very creative. He does this on wood. So he does this on wood. So he's drawn this for me.
I understand, but like B1 Creations is not entitled to DaBaby's time. DaBaby is not entitled to give him any attention. Would it be nice if he would have given him attention? Yeah, but he's not entitled to. And if he says he feel icky about his daughters being drawn, then you kind of have to understand. Like, he's a father. Like, I'm not going to tell a father what steps you got to take to protect your kids or how far you got to go to protect your kids. If you don't want pictures of your kids, all right, cool. Now, I would say you putting your kids online, you making pictures available for your kids to be online, that kind of defeats the purpose. It kind of goes against what you're saying. If you don't want people to have pictures of your kids, then why are you posting pictures of your kids online? That's what I'll say, right? But DaBaby didn't do himself any favors with this next move. And this next move is what sparked the absolute tirade from Charleston White that we watched. The artist apparently still had the picture of DaBaby's daughter on his page, and DaBaby wrote, "You still got my daughters on your page as a grown man after I made it clear I ain't comfortable with that. Steady playing for this online attention, so when God put me back in front of you, I'm going to show you how serious I am about my daughters. Best advice I can give you, get my children off your page and keep doing what you're gifted at doing. Using my kids ain't the route to go. If you want to go viral, that's the route to go if you want to get hurt." This a father talking, not a rapper. Again, DaBaby got a lot of backlash for that. Maybe I'm old school, man. If a father say, "Hey, bro, take my kids off your page," all right, son, you got it, man. All right, cool. Maybe I'm just old school and I don't think now you can say, yo, DaBaby, like, you're being like too ridiculous, right? You're doing too much. Cool, that can be a point. But I'm not faulting this man for taking a route he feel like is the best to, protect his kids. Now, Charleston White seen DaBaby threatening his cousin, and Charleston White went crazy. Charleston White said some things about DaBaby and his kids that he can't take back.
Yo, kids, let's see if you tough like Pooh Shiesty. DaBaby. Your babies. And I don't care about no kid at Walmart. Yeah, he was mentally ill. I think I got me a rapper. I'm finna trick off the streets. Now, DaBaby, you want us to think you would have done something to paint a picture for your kids. Your kids.
We're so desensitized to this, and a lot of us watch that video and we say, man, that's just Charleston White. But DaBaby is the one rapper who is loony enough to actually give Charleston White what he wants. DaBaby is one of the only rappers who we know is stupid enough to actually allow Charleston White to trick him off the streets. DaBaby would take it there. Now, saying F anybody kiss to me is one of those lines that Charleston White crossed time after time after time, and it's like, bro, why? Why would you do it? Like, why? If DaBaby is as dead ass serious as he is about that man even having a picture or a painting of his daughters, what do you think he's about to do if he runs into Charleston White and Charleston White is saying F his daughter? You think DaBaby is about to play with Charles? Yo, this is gonna end very badly. Right now, Charleston White brings weapons with him. He brings the mace. But as we've seen, bro, Lil Baby is a documented crash out. Sorry, DaBaby. DaBaby is a documented crash out, bro. The mace ain't gonna stop it. Charleston White is gonna be forced to use lethal force to stop DaBaby from getting on him, man. And all this over what? You don't like the fact that he told your cousin that he don't like your cousin painting pictures of his kid? That's his right. Now, we could say it's silly, but that's his right.
Yo, girls, now let me send you to jail. Because I can tote a pistol. Yo, babies, to paint a picture of them babies. He ain't trying to go viral. This what he do. You just a... Yeah. Yo, baby. Yeah. Now come do something to me. I keep something ready for any one of you. A gun, a knife, a mace, or the police. You know I can say baby, and you can't do nothing to me illegally. Oh, man, babies. I bet that do to me. I keep knives, I keep mace, I keep guns, and I keep 911 on speed dial. I bet he don't want to go to jail. They say you a killer. I like to pick on killers. Yo, baby. You ready to go to jail for babies? Baby. Not really kids. I mean kids. No, for real. Your baby. Give a about no kid. You think I give a about my neighbor's kids when I see them run out in the car about to come? I don't say nothing. I don't say, hey, y'all get out the street. I walk to my car and say, kid. You my neighbor's kid. He think them gay people got him. Get here, boy. I won't get that money out. I won't get that money out there, boy. I won't get that money out there. I'm gonna get the money out there and you're going to jail. Bottom line, I'm sick of you talking. I'm laying dead to put one you in jail. If you swing on me, you're going to jail. Let's see if you tough like Pooh Shiesty. I think you got that pussy. I don't think you got 2 years in you. I don't think you got 2 years in you for a premeditated. I don't think you got it. Somebody gonna off you. I don't give a f about getting off.
I know what a lot of y'all are saying, Flacco, you can't talk. All right, these gang members, when they catch you, they gonna get you too. You better be ready to die about it, Flacco. Listen, man, all right, there's certain things you gotta be comfortable falling on the sword on. I'm comfortable falling on my sword for exposing gang members for committing crimes and murders, right? I am comfortable falling on the sword for that. Now, if Charleston White says, hey, yo, I'm falling on the sword for exposing gang members, for destroying our communities, for being our biggest obstacles in our black community, then understood. If they want to get you for that, understood, that's a noble cause to fall on a sword on. But if you telling me you are falling on your sword and you are comfortable going out because you said F somebody's daughter, you said F somebody's kids, that's like that right there is what you want to fall on? No, come on, bro. Nah, you can't do that, bro. That's not even anything noble to die for. That's not even anything to be a martyr for. You're just because you'll be wrong. You'll be in the wrong for that. That ain't something you want to fall on the sword for, man. Because, yo, at some point, DaBaby is not going to be like the other rappers, Charleston White, where Charleston White sees these other rappers after talking trash online and they laugh about it and they shake hands and they squash it. DaBaby is not finna squash it. He's not finna shake your hands. Now, I can understand if DaBaby was responding back and feeding into Charleston White, then I can say maybe this is like a clout move, right? Where Charleston White is saying all these bad things about DaBaby and DaBaby is responding back and is feeding into Charleston White and giving Charleston White a moment. But if DaBaby ain't responding back to Charleston White and DaBaby is being quiet about it and he's just watching and he's observing, that's how you know you in trouble. That's how you know you done effed up. That man ain't even taking it online. That man ain't even utter your name yet. He's just watching. Because when he catches you, especially because you be in Miami now on live stream, when he catches you, it's going to be bad. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do y'all think, man? All right. Y'all think Charleston White is justified to saying F DaBaby kids because, DaBaby didn't want to take a picture or get a picture from Charleston White's cousin? Let me know, man, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here on my screen to find out why Cam Newton confronted and attempted to expose Kendra G on his podcast. And if you enjoy my content, like this video and send me a hype. Hypes are the best way to push my videos in the algorithm. So please send me a hype. Hype button only pop up after you like the video. I'm going to see you guys in this Cam Newton and Kendra G video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.